Well, happy Sunday, everyone. I am meteorologist Margo Altshuler. Hopefully, you've had a good weekend so far. We're doing this Facebook Live just so that we are updated on all what's going on because we are expecting to see snow move in pretty much right now going into the rest of the day for your Monday. So I just wanted to hop on here. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them below. I'll get to questions after I show all of my graphics on what we're kind of expecting, the impacts they're going to make. So feel free again to comment down below any questions you might have. So let's take a look at everything. This is what we're viewing right now. This is our storm tracker, our radar. That purple on your screen right there, that is snow, and the snow is currently making its way through all of Middle Tennessee, already made the majority of its way through West Tennessee. I have some family in Memphis, and they said they've gotten a lot so far. So this is what's heading our way. I'm going to take our graphics full just so you're able to see the full picture. So this is what we're looking at right now. A few flurries are falling right now in Crossville. I saw on our camera earlier, and we're starting to see a few flurries, especially here in the downtown Knoxville area. Now, we're not going to see big accumulations tonight, but going into daybreak tomorrow, we could see some buildup along the grass, the roads, and such. So here are weather headlines. Plowable snow is likely going into tomorrow. Arctic air arrives soon, specifically on Wednesday, and that's why we will have frigid Wednesday morning lows. Now here at WATE 6, we are weather aware for the night tonight, and then going into your Monday, we will be winter weather alert. So we are going to be checking all of our data. We will be updating you, whether it's on social media, on our website, or even on TV throughout the day tomorrow. I myself coming back in tomorrow will have Victoria and Matt in the morning and Ken at night with me as well. So we all will be here helping give you guys a detailed forecast and updating you guys on everything moving through. So what do we know specifically about this system in our area? So light snow is developing overnight tonight. You already saw that on our radar. Those small flurries are blowing through the area. We're likely during the day on our Monday going to see kind of a bunch of snow flurries as well. Just again, that's likely during the day Monday. That's when we're going to see the majority of our snow. All of this ends overnight, late overnight Monday into early Tuesday morning. But to put this into perspective, we're going to see 80 plus hours of below freezing temperatures. So if you haven't already, go ahead and bring your outdoor hoses inside, drain them, cover those outside spigots, insulate any exposed pipes. Go ahead and drip cold water from your faucets in your house, especially those that are lying on an outer wall. And go ahead also and open up those bathroom cabinets, so that way your pipes underneath your cabinets are exposed to that warm air. And as always, always have your heat on no less than 55 degrees. So let's take a look at everything right now. We are under a winter storm warning for the entire area here. This is because of that impending snow. And again, I'm going to get to all those questions that everybody wants to know how much we're going to see here in just a moment. But I just want to kind of go over the basis right now. So again, we're under that winter weather, or that winter storm warning. This is a look at our impacts. So if you'll notice right in the middle of Knoxville, that red, we're at that high impact zone. The rest of us seeing a medium impact zone. So specifically, let's break down the impacts. Arctic air going to be a high impact on all of us here in the area. Accumulations look high as well. Travel concerns are high as well. I know we've been seeing those salt trucks out putting a bunch of brine on the roadways. That is good. That's good that they were able to do that yesterday and throughout the day today, but we're still going to see some travel concerns, especially because that snow will be falling consistently tonight going into tomorrow. Strong winds on the low end. So commute impacts, specifically, what times are we going to see the worst commutes here in East Tennessee? We're going to have a medium impact for your Monday morning, but it does get higher and harder to commute on a Monday night and early Tuesday morning, just because we'll still be seeing that consistent snowfall and those colder conditions. Tuesday evening should get a little bit better, still in that medium to high range. So let's take a look at our timeline forecast just to see how everything's going to impact us. We are going to see some of that snow move through again, like I said, overnight and continue to fall down going into the early morning hours of your Monday. And I just noticed a comment to mention bringing your pets and animals inside. We have a lot of livestock out here, so again, if you have maybe an outdoor dog, an outdoor cat, either bring them inside or find a warm place for them to be, especially because, as I mentioned, we're going to see 80 plus hours of below freezing temperatures. So again, make sure to bring your pets inside and make sure to bring your plants inside or cover your plants that are very susceptible to kind of dying during these freezing kind of conditions. So again, snow moving through going into the night tonight. We will be weather alert tomorrow. This is 6 a.m. Still seeing that snowfall. It gets heavier and heavier. You notice that darker purple, Blount County, Sevier County, Monroe, McMinn counties. That's where we're seeing heavier showers moving on into Monday afternoon and heavier showers moving into the valley going into Monday evening. Now again, we're going to continue just to see snow falling all day on Monday. This is why we're kind of updating you on Facebook, but as we go towards early Tuesday morning, should see all of that move on through. Then we should see decreasing clouds, but we will be left with frigid conditions. So again, an hour by hour tonight going into our Monday, we should see our precipitation chances going closer to 80% as we head towards early morning tomorrow morning and staying at 100% going on into tomorrow night. And again, bring your pets inside. It's just going to be so cold. So snowfall estimates for specific areas in East Tennessee, specifically starting tonight. The valley seeing 1 inch or less, the plateau seeing 1 to 2 inches, same for southeastern Kentucky, the mountains seeing 1 inch or less. Monday, pretty much all of us seeing 2 to 4 inches, the mountains seeing 2 to 3 inches. Monday night we see 1 or less in the plateau, valley, in southeastern Kentucky, and 1 to 2 inches in the mountains. Overall, from tonight going on into early Tuesday morning, we're looking at 3 to 5 inches in the valley, 4 to 6 or more in the plateau, southeast Kentucky, and the mountains. This is a look on how much you can expect for a lot of our cities around the area. Now, I know it doesn't have every city on here, but this is just the gist of some of the bigger areas here. I'm going to pause on this graphic just to take a moment so that way you guys can maybe look for your city specifically. But again, the Southern Valley, we're not expecting to see a ton of snow. If you remember that estimates map that I showed with the blue. Here in the rest of the valley, kind of going into southeastern Kentucky, the plateau, we're seeing a little bit more 3 to 5 or 3 to 6. And some isolated areas in the plateau, southeastern Kentucky, and Smokies could even see more than 6 inches. Now, this includes, the higher elevations, in the Great Smoky Mountains, so just be aware of that. And again, I know this doesn't have every city on there, but if you see a city that you're close to maybe, that's probably the range you will also see. Now, not everybody's going to see 3 inches, not everybody's going to see 5 inches. There could be a mix, so just be aware that it's not very consistent in the sense that everybody sees 3 or 5. Again, this is a look of how much snow you can expect for each city. I know some of us do have to go to work tomorrow, possibly, if you can't call out. Here's just a few tips for driving in the snow, especially if there's slushy conditions. Accelerate and decelerate slowly, reduce your speed, avoid locking up your brakes, don't power up hills, and don't stop when going up a hill. This is just to keep you safe while driving outside. And again, if you can stay home, I do recommend you staying home. Now remember, I mentioned that we are looking at seeing frigid conditions heading on into the rest of this week. This is what the lows will be waking up to on Tuesday. 22 in Knoxville, 15 in Middlesboro, 13 in Oneida, 11 in Crossville, 19 in Tellico Plains, and 22 in Newport. And then it gets a little bit worse heading on into Wednesday. Look at this. We're looking at 5 degrees in Knoxville, 5 degrees in Maryville, 0 degrees in Crossville, 1 degrees in Jonesville, 6 in Newport, and 5 in Tellico Plains, and that's without the wind chill. So very, very cold. Bring pets and plants in. As mentioned before, we're going to continue to see below freezing temperatures for the next 80 plus hours. Again, very cold. We're not even going to get above freezing for our Wednesday highs. and we're going to stay pretty cold for the rest of the week. Now, I know snow flurries, cold, bitter cold. How cold are the pavements going to be? Because this also affects travel impacts. This is kind of a look at our timeline forecast for pavement temperatures. So 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, we're below freezing pretty much everywhere, even in the teens in some areas, especially southeastern Kentucky and the plateau. We do warm up some going on into the day on Monday, but quickly we cool back down heading on into Monday night and stay pretty chilly pavement temperature-wise going into early Tuesday morning. So again, we're going to be weather alert for the whole day tomorrow and weather aware. And mentioned before cold air arrives, here's some tips. I'm going to scroll through some of these questions just so that way I'm able to answer everything. Yes, Crossville is getting snow. I saw that on the weather camera. Sweetwater. So Sweetwater is in the Southern Valley. We're looking at probably 1 to 3 inches there. Maybe a little bit more in some isolated locations. How do you think roads to Nashville will be Friday about noon? Friday about noon. So right now we're mostly focused on this system moving through tonight going into tomorrow, but we are looking at another system. So Missy, I would stay up to date on the forecast just so that way you know whether or not it's safe to drive. Yep, Stephanie mentioned the pets. Let's go. Yes, we are. How much in Rutledge? Rutledge, the 3 to 5 range. Maryville, 3 to 5 range. We are seeing flurries right now. You better be right or I'm giving you my grocery bill. Oh, I hope I'm right, because then I need to return my groceries too. I went shopping yesterday. Sneedville, Athens, 1 to 3 inches, 3 to 5. Rocky Top, 3 to 5, maybe even that 3 to 6 range. How much do you think Pal? And I'm guessing, Lisa, you meant where's Valley? Or what valley we in here? I'm going to go with Pal, 3 to 5 inches. Harlan County, Kentucky, we're looking about 3 to 6, maybe even more. Same with Jefferson City. Hardin Valley, same as Knoxville, 3 to 5. Any guesses on Knox County Schools Wednesday? I'm not sure. You'll definitely have to keep a lookout on their social media. Luckily, the kiddos have off for Monday, so that is good that they have the MLK holiday off, and so school doesn't already have to get called off. Farragut, Knoxville, same thing, 3 to 5. Sevierville, looking at that 3 to 6 plus. Same with Morristown, 3 to 6 plus. Let me go back to my map so that way you guys can see what I'm talking about, so that way I'm just not just jabbing right now, so that way you guys can look at your areas closer. My clicker is a little slow, so it's going to take me a minute. But again, we're seeing snow moving in right now, and we'll continue to watch as snow makes its way through. So again, just make sure you're able to stay warm tonight. Bring your pets inside. If you can stay home at all tomorrow specifically, I do recommend you do so. Even though they did treat the roads, it's better to stay home and stay safe while we are seeing these kind of wintry conditions. I know this is a lot of clicking. I apologize, everybody. Just taking me a minute to get back to where we need to be. Again, seeing snow right now. Highs tomorrow going to be pretty frigid. So here's that snow total forecast map. Overnight tonight, going into your Tuesday morning, you can see the purple right there. So anybody in the Knoxville area, Blount County, Sevier County, Jefferson County, Loudoun County, Roane County, we're looking at that 3 to 5. So you see that purple right there. Some very select areas of the higher elevations of the Smokies, so kind of a little bit above Gatlinburg, is looking at that 4 to 6 or more range. The Southern Valley, the very southern portions of McMinn and Monroe County is looking at that 1 to 3 range. And then for the Northern Valley, Plateau, and Southeastern Kentucky, looking at that 4 to 6 plus range. So we are looking at a solid amount of snow over the next 48 hours, especially for this being our first winter weather event pretty much for all of us here in East Tennessee. Any other questions? Yeah, Greenville 3 to 5, Loudon 3 to 5. Oneida, you're looking at that 4 to 6. Morristown 3 to 5. Kingsport 3 to 5. Sevierville 3 to 5. Again, Knoxville 3 to 5. Knoxville 3 to 5. I'm sorry, I keep repeating that. I just keep seeing Knoxville pop up. But obviously look to see any of the cities near you. You can see in the purple the 3 to 5. Are there any other questions that we have besides maybe snowfall amounts? I know that is a big topic, especially since we are seeing snow for the first time. Any questions? Yeah, Newport 3 to 5 as well. Sweetwater 3 to 5. Wartburg, that 4 to 6. Kelly, it is starting right now. We're actually seeing snow flurries, especially along the plateau. So in Crossville and Jamestown, even seeing some snow flurries venture on in towards the valley. Danielle, so how much snow overnight versus tomorrow morning? So it looks as though we're going to see kind of the brunt of the snow move through tomorrow morning. So while we will see snow tonight, it's going to be mainly light flurries. Can you show the live radar now through tonight? Yes, I can. So let me scroll to that real fast. When will it be here? Tiffany, I'm not sure where you are located, but if you're talking about Knoxville specifically, well, we're already seeing some flurries. So this is our radar right now. This is our radar over the past 2 hours. So you see it make its way through Middle Tennessee, going on into our area. Again, there's lighter flurries right now. So it might be hard to tell outside unless you're looking kind of at a light, but we're seeing those lighter flurries. Gonna see heavier snow showers, not like very, very heavy, but at least a little bit more than what we're seeing right now going into daybreak tomorrow. I'm not sure about school closings. That's not my call. Again, monitor social media just so that we are able to stay up to date. Let's take a look at the timeline forecast again, though, because I know a lot of people might want to know what's going on, especially heading on into tomorrow morning if you have to go into work. So let me click through here just real fast. My clicker's being a little laggy right now, so bear with me. But again, school closings, not my forte. I can tell you when snow's coming, though. So this is our timeline forecast. It starts pretty much right now. Obviously, this is accurate. We're seeing a few flurries around the region. Going into the rest of the night, we'll still see those flurries present, and they do get a little heavier. You'll notice that purple kind of getting a little bit darker, especially around the higher elevations of the Smokies. And we'll continue to watch that purple get darker right there. Look at that noon for your Monday. It is a darker purple than it was just now. So that's showing those heavier snow showers. Again, we're going to continue to see those snow showers present heading on into tomorrow evening, and then we will see it start to taper off a little bit tomorrow night. It doesn't fully taper off until we go into early Tuesday morning, and then we should be dry, but again, we're going to be very cold. I'm confused. I'm in the middle of Knoxville and don't see any snow. It might be hard to see some areas in Knoxville, depending if you're in West Knoxville, you might be seeing some snow. If you're in East Knoxville, you might not just yet. But all of us will be seeing flurries here very, very soon, and it will stay with us heading on into Monday. But again, we are looking at that kind of 3 to 5 range for the majority of us inch-wise of snow falling, so just be aware of that. Again, luckily a lot of us are already off work maybe for tomorrow, and the kiddos are off of school for MLK Day. This is just our hour by hour, as I showed you before, of when we're seeing snow, and just again our snowfall estimates for each kind of area. So if you know you're in the valley, we're looking at 3 to 5 inches total. The plateau, 4 to 6 or more. Southeastern Kentucky, 4 to 6 or more. And the mountains, 4 to 6 or more. So are we going to have strong winds? So we're not going to see any strong winds, Joe. This is one of those systems in that we're not going to have those winds like we usually do. So that is the good news. We're not expecting power outages just because we're not expecting heavy snow. We're also not expecting those gusty winds. But again, any other questions? I'm not seeing much, so I'm going to go ahead and get on off here, but always we will keep you updated on WATE 6, and hopefully you guys have a good Monday. All right.